Most Expensive Cars 2021 brought to you by Luxury and Crazy Facts. The most expensive cars are more than just price tags, they're inventions. They're pedigreed, meticulously manufactured testaments to their makers. And they're awe-inspiring inspirations for what we can make, if we really put our minds to it. Sit back and relax while you enjoy the greatness of machines, the awesomeness of designs, the peak of ideas and the taste of automobile. Our editors have been around the world in search of the most expensive cars, and these are the 15 most expensive cars in 2021. Some still holding their most expensive price position for years now. Let's do this, shall we? Starting from the least most expensive, we have the Mercedes 2021 MC20 mid-engine sports car. Has a 630 HP twin-turbo V6 for now. In the future, we can expect an all-electric version of this two-seater coupe. Maserati has teamed up with an expert motorsport engineering company to build the MC20, giving it a carbon fiber structure and aluminum subframes that feel light as a feather and strong as iron. A prototype of the MC20 has been seen zipping around Modena, Italy for most of last year, amping up the excitement for its 2021 production debut. Perhaps most exciting of all, the MC, in its name, stands for Maserati Corse, a fleeting hint that Maserati may soon revert back to performance-focused track vehicles in a long-anticipated return to racing events. The Maserati MC20 has a top speed of over 200 miles per hour or 321 kilometers per hour. And its acceleration from 0-100 kilometers per hour, 0-60 miles per hour, is less than 3 seconds. At number 14 we have the Bentley Flying Spur Speed, $215,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Bentley Flying Spur Speed. With the expansive grille and retro nostalgic 4-headlight aesthetic that makes a Bentley, the 2021 Flying Spur Speed is instantly recognizable. This supercar brings style and comfort to the six-figure auto industry. Its cabin, unlike many performance-focused vehicles, is decked out in sumptuous leather, highly polished wood, and glinting metal accents now, with a top-of-the-line infotainment center as well. However, this car's more than just about looks. With the entry-level 500-level HP motor or the more amped-up 600-level motor, you'll find that this car is much more athletic and agile than you'd expect. For a car of its size, it whips around corners quite nicely. However, if you're looking for fuel economy, it might be best to look elsewhere. The Flying Spur Speed's fuel usage puts it somewhere among larger pickup trucks in terms of economy. 207 miles per hour or 330 kilometers per hour, that's the claimed top speed for this expensive hypercar. Its acceleration, 3.7 seconds for 0 to 100 kph, 0-60 miles per hour. At number 13 we have Aston Martin Lagonda EV, $250,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Aston Martin Lagonda EV. Rolls-Royce and Bentley have previously cornered the market on top-grade sedans. With the 2021 Lagonda EV, Aston Martin is hoping to break up their duopoly. Lagonda will also seek to thrill the type of car enthusiasts who have already explored every function that the higher-grade Teslas have to offer, or so Aston Martin hopes. Its wind-whipped silhouette, its battery-powered Aston Rapid e-motor that seeks to provide as much power as a V12. Even its name, the Lagonda, is a storied brand that Aston Martin has sought to popularize before. In the 30s and in the 80s, with this new EV sedan, they hope to cement its historic status. The competition will be fierce. Rolls-Royce and Bentley have been rumored to be releasing competitors in the coming months, making this corner of the expensive supercar market one to watch over the next year. At number 12 we have Rolls-Royce Ghost $315,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Rolls-Royce Ghost. For Rolls-Royce's entry in the sedan market, look no further than the 2021 update of their gorgeous Ghost model. While it's described as an entry-level model for the ultra-luxury brand, the Ghost still has the trappings of a comfortable, powerful vehicle that one might expect at its price point. Power-operated doors, a cabin cloaked in rich materials, generous space for driver, passengers, and even storage. A 563 HP 6.7 L V12 powers the Ghost. Coming up at number 11 we have the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, $625,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Ferrari SF90 Stradale. To start off, the exterior of the extremely fast 2021 Ferrari SF90 Stradale just screams speed. With a flattened, streamlined aesthetic, this car will turn heads wherever it goes. It might come as a surprise, then, that the interior of this car is shockingly comfortable. Generally, speed and luxury don't go together. At number 10 we have the Aston Martin Valhalla, $1,300,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Aston Martin Valhalla. Another in Aston Martin's lineup sourcing names from the power and romance of Norwegian lore. 2021's Valhalla will also be the result of a collaboration between Aston Martin and the Red Bull Racing team. Only 500 of these mid-engine hypercars will be made. A turbocharged 3L V6 engine with yet to be disclosed horsepower and torque will power the Valhalla, which is rumored to be less performance-focused than the Valkyrie. Instead, this hybrid supercar brings a sustainable edge to this British auto house. Along with streamlined structure and bodywork, its handling is also rumored to be out of this world perhaps. Given its name, this could be expected. Aston Martin has mentioned that the interior is filled with space-age elements and innovations that increase the feeling that this car is something incredibly new. The infotainment screen is in the middle of the steering wheel, so your eyes needn't wander. Button-dense dashes of the past have been replaced with an integrated band that seamlessly provides audio, ventilation, and lighting. At number 9 we have the Mercedes-AMG 1, $2,700,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Mercedes-Benz AMG 1. Though the production of this car has been delayed for several months, it's back on track. Project 1, as AMG engineers refer to it, is a go. The long-anticipated 2021 Mercedes-AMG 1 will be a 1000 HP F1-derived plug-in hybrid drivetrain, with an exceedingly quiet road presence. That's the entire point of this hypercar, road presence. This vehicle's built to mimic Formula One cars, but in a completely street-legal way. Ever since Formula One had its first inaugural season in 1950, people have been searching for a way to bring that tech to the streets. With the AMG 1, drivers who can afford to do so can, and now, with a sustainable hybrid model. According to the Mercedes website, the claimed acceleration for this car is 0-200 km per hour or 0-120 miles per hour in 6 seconds. A 1.6-L V6 hybrid petrol and 4 electric motors allow the AMG 1 a top speed of more than 350 km per hour, 217 miles per hour. At number 8 we have the Koenigsegg Jesko, $3 million. Most expensive cars 2021 Koenigsegg Jesko. In a stark leap upward from Ferrari's Stradale, but don't worry, this won't be the last Ferrari we see. The Jesko is our first expensive hypercar that goes for 7 figures. From a performance aspect, this makes sense. The Koenigsegg Jesko is also one of the fastest supercars in the world in 2021, which definitely goes a long way towards its sticker price. Swedish auto manufacturer Koenigsegg dreamt up the Jesko as a suitable successor to its groundbreaking Agera RS. An engine update, a lighter frame, and a surprising amount of comfortable add-ins make this a car that's not only lightning fast, it's fun to drive. Its engine is an overwhelmingly powerful 1280 HP V8, its 9-speed transmission is completely bespoke. Built in-house by Koenigsegg to be as quick-shifting as they come. The rear-wheel steering this car boasts helps with managing downforce and drag. So even though this is a powerful car, the driver is in control at all times. The Jesko Absolute reaches a top speed of 330 miles per hour or 531 kilometers per hour as of now. We're still left to wonder about the breathtaking acceleration stats this powerful car must produce. At number 7 we have the Gordon Murray T.50, $3,080,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Gordon Murray T.50. The engineer of the McLaren F1, Gordon Murray, has been an exceptional automaker for 50 years. In his honor, Gordon Murray Automotive is building 100 road cars and 25 track-only vehicles for this anniversary hypercar. Billed by many as the last great analog supercar, the T.50 is built in an effort to help Gordon Murray invest in his brand. It will also serve as an intended capstone. According to Murray, who has described the upcoming T.50 as a bookend to the story of ultra-fast internal combustion cars. Indeed, many auto houses are focusing on electric models, hybrids, and other sustainable initiatives. Murray is acknowledging this by going out for one final hurrah of this vehicle. It'll have a 6-speed manual gearbox, a small, powerful, and naturally aspirated V12 engine, and, in a further homage to the McLaren F1, a traditional 3-seat layout. The Gordon Murray T.50 has a claimed top speed of 220 miles per hour, 354 kilometers per hour. Official acceleration numbers have not yet been released. At number 6 we have the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus, $5,740,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus. At almost double the cost of the Jesko and the Murray T.50. Bugatti's Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus provides speed and power alongside the beauty that truly makes a Bugatti a Bugatti. Under the hood of each car leaving this historic supercar manufacturer lie decades of expert craftsmanship and years of automotive artistry. Bugattis often go for several million, and Bugatti wants you to know that. Feel that every time you see one. The sinuous curves it wears on its sleek facade are futuristic. It gets a mind-bending 1,577 horsepower from a quad-turbocharged 8LW16 motor. Years ago, this vehicle was the first to break the then golden speed barrier of 300 miles per hour or 483 kilometers per hour, and so, much like the most expensive car in the world, this Bugatti has a claim to fame that will never allow its value to depreciate. The Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus accelerates from 0-100 km per hour, 0-60 miles per hour, in 2.4 seconds. It reaches a top speed of just over 300 miles per hour, or 483 kilometers per hour, and, as a perk, does have a basic infotainment system that syncs with both Apple and Android products. Only 30 have ever been sold. At number 5 we have the Bugatti Divo, $6 million. Most expensive cars 2021 Bugatti Divo. Bugatti's reputation for luxurious, expensive supercars continues with the next two cars in our ranking, starting with the 2021 Divo. Bugatti's Chiron was such a success that the Divo, a car that closely follows it, has several similar features. However, the Divo is more exotic looking and much more exclusive. Only 40 Divos will be produced and sold. Each has already been spoken for. Its updates include a better suspension, a much lighter frame for increased speed, and a new dorsal fin. Inside, the Divo houses an 8.0 LW16 engine with 4 turbochargers. As a result, the Divo has 1,500 horsepower, an acceleration of just over 0-100 km per hour, 0-62 miles per hour, in 2.4 seconds. Its top speed, 380 km per hour, or 236 miles per hour. To save as much weight as possible, Bugatti kept the inside comfort materials and infotainment to a minimum. However, the steering wheel does feature soft faux suede, and the blue and black aesthetic outside is featured inside as well. At number 4 we have the Bugatti Cento DC, $9 million. Most expensive cars 2021 Bugatti Cento DC. Bugatti's 2021 Cento DC will be even more exclusive. Only 10 of these luxurious hypercars will be sold. Each has found a happy buyer already. Despite the high price, Bugatti, already a brand known for unique bodywork and luxurious comfort features, has sought to give the Cento DC everything possible to make it memorable and completely decadent. With a 1577 HP quad-turbo W16, it may not be the fastest Bugatti currently on the road, but it is the quickest accelerating. With this car, Bugatti pays homage to the EB110, or the Cento DC. A supercar produced early in the 90s. That car didn't quite have the timing to perform as it was hoped. This car will make up for that, bringing performance and luxury to spare. Bugatti has posted a claimed 0-62 miles per hour, or just over 0-100 kilometers per hour, acceleration of 2.4 seconds. The Cento DC will have a top speed of 236 miles per hour, or 379 kilometers per hour, distinctly less than the Chiron. But this hypercar makes up for it with its distinct modern aesthetic. At number 3 we have the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta, $17,600,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta. The Zonda was the first car out of the Pagani Automobili Auto House. Years ago, production should have ceased, favoring the Huayra instead. Pagani has come out with many different special editions of the Zonda. The Zonda HP Barchetta, was thus named Barchetta because, to Horacio Pagani, that's what it resembled, in Italian, a little boat. Its frame is entirely formed of carbon fiber for an ultralight body and zippy, speedy feel. It's blue tinted. It has a minimized windshield, and it stands only some 21 inches tall, 0.5 meters, at its tallest. Unfortunately, the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta is also the most expensive car that you can't buy. Only 3 vehicles were ever made of this unique, specific version of the Zonda. When last sold, One of these vehicles went for $17.6 million. Its acceleration is 0-60 miles per hour or 0-100 kilometers per hour in 3.4 seconds. The Zonda HP Barchetta can reach a top speed of 355 kilometers per hour or 220 miles per hour. At number 2 we have the Bugatti Le Voiture Noire $18,700,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Bugatti Le Voiture Noire. In 2019, Bugatti made a brilliant branding decision when rolling out their latest supercar. Instead of a flashy introduction and name geared to thrill, the French manufacturer opted for a restrained, minimalistic, and instantly iconic title, Le Voiture Noire. The black car. No other description necessary. Although, going into details doesn't interrupt the awe of this gorgeous vehicle with a sky-high price. It's got a carbon fiber shell that's sculpted by hand. A quad-turbo W16 8.10L engine that produces 1,500 horsepower. And an acceleration of 0-100 kilometers per hour, 0-60 miles per hour in 2.4 seconds. Its top speed is 420 kilometers per hour, 260 miles per hour. And its overall performance is precision engineered by an auto house famous for producing the most powerful cars in the world for decades on end. In 2019, it was the most expensive new car available for purchase. 2 years have elapsed, and no one has yet released an expensive luxury car geared to knock Le Voiture Noire off that high pedestal. It wins over the price for the most expensive modern car on our list for the second year in a row. Finally at number 1 we have the most expensive car in the world. Been the number 1 for quite some years now is 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO, $70 million. Most expensive cars 2021, 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO. For the most expensive car of all time, we turn to history. After all, if you're investing in a gorgeous supercar, it should be one that can tell you a good story. In 1964, the 250 GTO won the Tour de France Automobile, marking the 9th year in a row that Ferrari won that race. Only 36 of these cars were made between 1962 and 1963, the specific Ferrari that's the most expensive in the world. At an unbelievable $70 million price point, was victorious not only in the Tour de France, but it also placed in the Le Mans. With a top speed of 174 miles per hour and an acceleration of 0-100 kilometers per hour, 0-60 miles per hour in 6.1 seconds. Its stats certainly don't thrill today's auto enthusiasts by itself. However, in the 60s, it was the fastest in the world and, now, decades later, it remains the most expensive car in the world of all time by a long shot. Some term this beautiful car the Picasso of the motoring world, others the Holy Grail of Ferraris. What is the most expensive car ever? The 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO, and frankly, that's unlikely to change anytime soon. The current owners of the most expensive car of all time include American fashion designer Ralph Lauren, Pink Floyd drummer Nick Mason, and John A. Shirley, the former president and COO of Microsoft.